Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new blast from the past. Although this is not very old, I thought that was interesting to share these books here I would like to share these books here in the channel. So these are old forgeable books. They are the Imperial Armour. This is the Imperial Armour Volume 1. So one of the big first books from forgeable. You can see here at the back have the Games Workshop logo, but this was produced in reality by forgeable. It's from 2003. It's one of the thickest books I think I have. It's 286, 88, almost 300 pages of book, so it's really a big one. You can see we have this counter cover, this illustration that it's very similar to what we have today in the books, but instead of in black, it's on the white. The pages are all this satinated type of paper. High quality paper, nice book, and it's, as I say, from 2003. I think this book, at least is what it says here. First published in Great Britain 2003. So this is one of the first publication of this book, and this is all about Imperial Guard and Imperial Navy. So I will go quite fast. You see that it's divided in chapters. So the first parts are the Imperial Guard armored vehicles. We have weapons, platforms, ammunition, Imperial Guard tank aces, Imperial Navy aircraft, army list, and then we have some appendices. I have to say the rules here cannot be used today because they are from, I think this was launched 2003, maybe 5th edition. 5th edition I think was launched with, so the rules are completely outdated. But as a fluff book and a background book and a book to spend some time just reading and watching, and it's quite interesting. Okay, so here we see first a list of the forge walls of the Imperium. Okay, so I guess we will have Ryza here, Agrippina A. So I don't know if all these are still alive, and I would like to check this. I never checked this against the Adeptus Mechanicus. And then they start with the vehicles. So here you see what is the STC technology, STC and vehicles. So a lot of background, some background, some introduction, and then they go for the Imperial Guard armored vehicles. And you will see that all follow the same structure. So we have this type of data sheet, where we have the main points, right? So 11 rules, origin Mars, so this is the node pattern, so how many patterns they have, 60 tones, 7 meters length, so you have some dimensions, and then you have the battle cannon, last cannon, and I think it's put here heavy bolter. Yeah, then the turret is 360 degrees, the inclination is from -5 to +22. So what is the main ammunition? So all the things that we have here, right? And what is the caliber, the size of the ammunition. So you can see they combine this type of graphics with this type of schemes. And you can have here different patterns, right? We have this demolition type, a Riza pattern, lemon rust. The turret was different, so these were different. And here you see, this type of with the color schemes of the different regiments, how they are organized, how a first this is how the first tank company of the second. The 22nd Quick Armored Regiment, example of a tank company organization and numbering. Okay, so how they put the numbers, how they are organized, what are the role of each tank inside of the squad. And then one of the things I love the most is this type of pictures, like if you are watching all pictures from the Second World War or the First World War, right? this almost autofocus on the vehicles in action. So really very nice with the explanation here what is this about, right? For example, if we read this one here is a squadron of 3 lemon rats counterattack past their own trenches under cover of a smoke screen. Note what appears to be an Imperial Guard forward observer team in the frontline trench directing the artillery barrage. So here, these guys here. So really, I love this book. Here you see formations of the tanks, right? Of course, this is not for the gaming. This is just more formations. And here we have some background, right? So extracts from a war diary. So this is the diary of the tanks, right? We have the profile. As I say, the profile has nothing to do with the rules today. We have the vanquisher. This is another pattern, we have. There were two types of designs of vanquisher. You can see here. So we have the Styges 8 platform and the Griffon 4 pattern. And you can see these are the Griffon pattern and this is the Styges pattern. Okay. Again, here you see this is a Chaos Predator, and it needs to show the Vanquisher Destroy next to it. Here more details. Okay, how the ammunition, how everything is put inside of the tank. So I will go faster now, so you can see some campaigns. They combine, like if it was a historical book, right? And I like a lot this type of look here. We have the Exterminator, Lemon Rats. So all these tanks were already available only. They were only available in Forge Wall at this time. So okay, it was later on that they were released in a plastic. The Conqueror never have seen the light in plastic kit. So you can buy the turret, or you were able to buy the turret in resin. I don't know if they have rules today. I don't have this one. I think all of them have. They still have rules today. So you can see again the different color schemes, the different camouflage. So also pictures here, like if they are catch in action. Executioner. Okay, and again, I like a lot. So this is a column of tanks. I like a lot this book. I think this is very. This is a really nice book. The Destroyer, I have one of these. This is a tank hunter, and this is very nice design. So you see that it does not have turret, so the cannon is just popping out of the hulk, and I really love this tank. And it's lower, so it's similar to a tank from the Second World War from the Germans. Okay, and you can see the long cannon at the front. Okay, we have the Thunderer, based on the same type of chassis of the Executioner. Okay, the cannon is popping from the hulk, no turret. Okay, this is a siege cannon, if I'm not wrong. This was a tank it's a siege tank. Okay, and then we go to the super heavies and we start with the Bane Blade. Okay, so this was when there was not plastic kit for the Bane Blade, and there were two patterns for the Bane Blade as well. Okay, you can see this is the other pattern. You see the turret is different. Here we see a picture of a Bane Blade with a Warhound, and also how they are organized in terms of when you have squads of these monsters. Okay, nice pictures simulating real war. And then we have the Shadow Sword. This is a real tank hunter. Okay, you can see really nice book to spend some time looking at it. Again, how it looks like, how the cannon looks like, so a little bit of explanation of the inside. The Stone Blade. I'm not sure this is in plastic kit. That one have a super plasma weapon. Okay, again, I like a lot the design. I think it has a really, yeah, it's called the Plasma Blast Gun. So it was a really a big weapon, and was also Titan killer. So he did a stone sword, so we can have this plain plastic kit again. I love a lot this type of illustrations. And we have here and then we have the transport, the Chimera. You can see we don't have all the variants we have today, right? So there were less variants, and Chimera. Normally the Chimera at the moment you were only able to buy with the multi-laser, and here you have the option as well with the heavy bolter and the heavy flamer. It's okay. How Chimeras go in battle, how they protect each other. Salamander is coat. Okay, I here with the Sentinels. So we have the Salamander Scout, and then we have the Salamander Command. Okay, these are, I think they were open top. Oh no. Yeah, they are open top vehicles. So this is where, yeah, this is the Scout version. This is the one that you have the command squad inside, and they can give orders and so on. So remember, this is 2003, so a lot of these were only available. A lot of these tanks were only available for Portugal. Okay, the Trojan. So this is not. This is more for narrative gaming, right? Because this is a towing vehicle for a towing vehicle for the artillery. Okay, so this is pulling the artillery into the battle. And then you can see does not have any weapon profile, so it cannot shoot. And then we have the Atlas recovery tank. That is a tank that is supposed. So you again, is in case you in a scenario you want to use a recovery tank, just to simulate, I don't know, that you need to rescue something. I don't know. It's just in case. These tanks were more for people that like modelism to have this type of strange tanks. Again, they have no weapon because it's a recovery tank. We have the Cyclops, that was a remote control demolition vehicle. This was very small. You can see it's getting out of the Chimera, so don't be confused by this picture. So this represents the size a little bit bigger than an Imperial Guard, but it can fit inside of a Chimera. We have then here is a version of Sentinel that was not in the codex, that is with the power lifter. So it reminds me a lot as well how it's called is the Alien type of power lifter that we see at the end of the second Alien film. Okay, and you can use the power lifter to in combat. Then we have the Basilisk, so we have now the artillery tanks. So we have the Basilisk, and we have a pattern of Basilisk that was not open top at the moment. Okay, and I think there were rules for both options. Yeah, it's open top, and then I think you were able to put the top if you take the other version. Okay, we have the Griffon. Griffon was like a mortar. And here we have the Medusa siege tank. Okay, you can see we go a little bit faster. It's a tank of strength 10, that was the maximum at the moment of time. So it was like a demolition with range 36. We have the Hydra. And of course we are going to have the Manticore. All this was in writing at the moment in time. Then we go to the Imperial Guard weapon platforms. These are the ones that were pulled by the tank we have seen before. Okay, and we have this is the Basilisk cannon, it's called the Hearth Shaker. We also have the equivalent to the Hydra and the equivalent to the Manticore. I don't know if this is still available in Portugal. I like about this one here, the Trojan tank pulling the artillery. And at the moment we also had the sentry guns, okay, the Tarantula, and I think these were also available for the Space Marines. So you see here we have two versions with the heavy bolter and the last cannon. But I think you were able to take any of the versions with different weapons. And then we have the turret emplacements. Okay, where you have, for example, a battle cannon emplacement that is fixed. Okay, so these are like terrain elements that you were able also to take with you. Okay, you can see this one. This how it looks like a turret emplacement. We go to the ammunition now, and this is mainly for background, okay, where we see the different type of shells and how they look like. Okay, so this is the hunter killer missiles. And then we have, for example, the one is the Lemon-Rus high explosive shell, Lemon-Rus Inferno shell, Lemon-Rus anti-tank shell, Lemon-Rus smoke shell. Okay, here you have advanced rules for battle cannon ammunition. So in case you want to play with the shell. So this was, I never used this one, so this was curious to see. Okay, so this is how a Vanquisher shell looks like. So you have rules in case you want to play with the ammunition and you want to give more depth to the tanks. Then we go to the Imperial Guard tank aces. So we have Maximilian Weissemann. Okay, there is a book on him. He's a Baneblade tank ace. So it means that you had some additional rules. We have the Captain Obadia Sphere, the Colonel Snake Stransky. So this goes on a Vanquisher, and this one goes in a Chimera. And the General Grismund. Okay. Then we go to the part that is the Imperial Navy aircraft. We have the fighter, that is the Lightning. Nice, I like a lot the design. Very Second World War design. Eh? We have the Thunderbolt, again, very Second World War with some modernization. Like, again, these pictures are very, very, very nice. Different color schemes. And this is a monster. This is a resin monster as well. Okay, and you have to put this on a flying stamp. That is quite difficult. So this is the Marauder Bomber, and this is quite big one. So I think it's maybe as big as a Thunderhawk. Okay, it's a bomber. Then there is the Marauder Destroyer. So what's the different? Because the first one was, this one was the Marauder Bomber and the Marauder Destroyer. So they have different weapon configurations. Okay, really very Second World War. We have the Valkyrie that, and no, it's not anymore in the codex. It was in the codex for a while, and you had to buy the last cannons in Forge World. This is a version before the plastic kit for the Vendetta. No, this is the Valkyrie, sorry. This is the Valkyrie, so this was before there was the plastic Valkyrie. And then you also were able to transform the Valkyrie in plastic into a Vendetta. But this was, yeah, the Valkyrie here, you have it. Okay, this was the resin version. I don't think this is available anymore as we have the plastic one. Okay, some small differences of the one today. Then we have the Vulture. Okay. And Vendetta was not existing, and I don't know if it was a variant of the Valkyrie. The thing was not existing at the beginning. I always liked the design. I think the Valkyrie is one of my favorite vehicles. But you see, there is on. Yeah. Valkyrie has 2 external fuel tanks. The Valkyrie makes sense both. First time with 2 hell-striking missiles and 2 multiple rocket pods. So they don't have. Okay. And they will equip with a full multi-laser, so really was not existing the Vendetta yet. Then we go to the armor list, and here is where you were able to, where the first rules to be able to do an armored battle group. Okay. So first you have some, as usually, some background. So there is a lot of background everywhere. Okay, and here is telling you the different weapon options you had. Okay. And here is telling you how to organize the army. Okay, you have the headquarters, the company command tank. Then you have also the armored first command, the artillery command forward observer, or the alert recovery tank. This can be your headquarters. Elites. You used to have a tank squadron commander, an armored fist section, commissar tank. As troops, we have the armored fist squad, or we also had tanks as the troops. Then as a fast attacks, you had the Sentinel, the Salamander, and the Stormtroopers squad, and the Cyclops. And as a heavy support, the Destroyer tank, Hunter, the Siege tank, armored heavy weapons, so a lot of things, the Hydra, flank tank, the close support artillery, and the weapons platform. Okay, and then you also have, this was part of the, also the heavy support, the Imperial Navy air support. That is only one entry, so the Imperial Navy often flies in close support to the Imperial Guard armored units, seeking out the enemy with the strafing cannons, bombs, and hell-striking missiles. All the normal rules for aircraft apply to the air support. Okay, and then the unit consists of 1 aircraft. This can be either a Thunderbolt fighter, a Lightning fighter, or a Vulture gunship. For the points cost and options, see individual vehicle entry. So you only can take or a Thunderbolt fighter, or Lightning, or Vulture for 1, and it's taking you 1 entry. And I don't see options for the other vehicles. No, I don't see it. Okay. Then we go to the appendix. They talk about the super vehicles, because super vehicles used to be quite a different rules before. And then we had the flyers and how the flyers work. And then they talk about the camouflage markings. So the camouflage and markings, sorry, how they are numbers into that. And here you see a size comparison. So, and let's see if I see the demolition tank. So this whole person looks like, yeah, this is the demolition tank. Okay, so you can see it's quite small. They put it next to Baneblade, but even if you compare to the Lemon Rose, he's quite small. And then they talk about Epic, because if you like all these tanks, you should go to Epic. And that's all for this book. So I hope you have enjoyed this one. It's maybe quite a long video, but I want to share with you the Imperial Armour from Forge World. Real nice book. I love having these books. It's a book that I would like to spend some time looking at the pictures. Every time you see new details, new things. And I hope you have enjoyed this video. So please give a like if you have liked this video. Let me know what do you think, and let me know if you are missing this type of books from Forge World. So that's all for now. Please give a like if you have liked this video, as I said. And as usual, thanks a lot for watching and see you later. Bye.